guys. Hi guys, so this is the girl Chevanet Mendoza, also known as Bella the Beauty Boss, and I'm here today with my girl Nicola.
Hey y'all, how y'all doing?
And the rising sun is going to be joining us pretty soon. Welcome, welcome, welcome to Success is the New Sexy. My girl Jen is not here today. She'll be here next week, but I know she's tuned in, looking in on us to see if we're doing the right thing.
Hey Jen.
But anyways, guys, the Success is the New Sexy is about giving you guys information, lifting spirits, motivating you, helping you get your business going. So if you want to find us, you can find us online at successisthenewsexy.com and on Instagram at successisthenewsexy. And you guys know I love, love, love to start my show in my bathroom voice with my girl, Lily Miola, and one of my favorite songs, Daydream. So we're just gonna get this going. This is one of my favorite songs, girl. You're gonna learn this sound. Trust me. She's new to the song, but she's gonna learn it.
Don't worry, y'all, I'm a fast learner.
Little kids in the backyard playing astronauts and rock stars. No one told us to stop it. All is unrealistic. And suddenly you're 18. Go to college for your plan B. What you have is too risky. Live for weekends and risky. Nice, we all got these big ideas. One day they're replaced with fear. How you get where you was going? How did you get there? Now listen why. Darling, don't quit your daydream. It's your life that you're making. It ain't big enough if it doesn't scare the hell out of you. If it makes you nervous, it's probably worth it. Why save it for sleep when you could be living your daydream? So I'm introducing my girl Nicola to the Daydream song because she doesn't understand that for us to get where we're going, we gotta keep being dreamers. You understand that? You didn't just get to where you were going and doing all these businesses in the industry without putting your foot forward and dreaming about getting somewhere in life, dreaming about your wealth, dreaming about your generational wealth, hustling. You know, our episode tonight is about the hustle mentality, staying in the game.
It can be hard sometimes, especially when you get discouraged when things doesn't go your way. You can sit, you can plan, and when things don't go as planned, it's easy to start to feel discouraged. But like you mentioned, like that hustle mentality is what's going to keep you going, no matter what. No matter if plan A doesn't work out, plan B, that hustle mentality is what's going to keep on driving you and keep on going towards that daydream.
Yeah. So daydream, it's your life that you make it. It ain't big enough if it doesn't scare the hell out of you. If it makes you nervous, it's probably worth it. I tell you guys, listen, I'm gonna definitely get a record deal with my bathroom voice. Don't sleep on Bella. I'm coming for my record deal, people. Don't sleep on me.
They don't call her a multi-talented woman for nothing.
For nothing, honey. So welcome, 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 guys. This is Success is the New Sexy. Jen, we miss you.
Hey, Jen.
And my guy, the rising sun, he's a bit late, but it's okay. He's going to be here pretty soon. But I'm here with my girl, Nicola, my special guest tonight. And Nicola is also in the beauty industry. She holds a lot of accolades like myself. She's one of my great and best friends, and we've been doing some things together. She's in the restaurant business that she's trying to get me into, but I'm kind of holding back. But we'll talk more about that. And when we talk about the hustle mentality and staying in the game, she is, what's the word, epiphany?
Yeah.
Yes, of this. Because from ever since I've met her, I've seen her drive, her tenacity, her passion in things. And it's sometimes scary because I'm looking at myself. But guys, welcome Nicola to the show. We're so glad to have you. Thank you for
Thank
being
you for
here.
having me. Thank you so much.
And let them know where your restaurant is because she has a restaurant in the Bronx and she has another one coming soon in Brooklyn. I'm super proud of her, doing her thing, keeping the hustle on, staying in the game. Super duper proud of you, girl.
And as Shiva mentioned, like my restaurant is located at 3398 Boston Road. If you're ever in the Bronx and you're looking for some good, authentic, now let me say that again, authentic Jamaican
Okay.
food that's gonna rice
Some
and
really
peas.
yaddy food.
Yes. Where the rice and peas gonna remind you of your grandmother back home. Yes, 3398 Boston Road. And as Shiva mentioned, like I've been hustling and on a drive. I went from working a 9 to 5 to where I've been my own boss, working for myself for the past 4 years now. And let me tell you guys something, it's very rewarding, but just like everything else, it has its ups and downs and it comes with its own set of struggles.
And you have to put in the work. And a lot of people don't understand a lot of times the word consistency.
Yes.
And that is my A in my alphabet because without consistency, you're not gonna get to where you're gonna be. And in this industry or any industry that you're in, you have to put in the work. Like we were having a little tidbit before the show and we were talking about generational wealth, and a lot of black people do not come from generational wealth. So we have the hustle mentality to get somewhere. And people laugh when I say I'm the Rosa Parks in the beauty industry. But if you really know who Rosa Parks is, you really understand where I am coming from.
Mm-hmm.
Because this was really made for people that have a different skin color. You understand? And with me forging forward and being global, being in New York, Trinidad, Dubai, and pushing and being able to get there without having that generational wealth, you have to teach your kids and the people you're going to put in charge how to follow through and keep what you have going because even though you can hand something down to somebody, they can easily lose it if they're not educated. And not to be stereotyped or anything, but a lot of time, I look at the Jewish community and the way they do stuff, and they pass generational wealth over and over and over again. And you were sharing a story
Yeah.
with me earlier about this gentleman that you met.
Yes, so I actually have a Jewish friend. His family owns a lot of real estate, and they've been in business for 123 years.
You guys, you hear that? Do you know what 123 years of somebody's life is?
That's longer than I've been alive. That's
I,
why
I would love, love, love to be in the game 123 years. God bless my soul, But for them to have that type of generational wealth for 123 years, it started somewhere with somebody's hustle.
Right. And then to piggyback off of what you're saying, they also pass down generational knowledge. So in addition to the wealth, they're passing down generational knowledge to their kids.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of us now, we may have the dream to drive, and some of us don't even have the information or the know-how of how to get it done. And that's one thing that always sets us back because I say this all the time. A lot of people come up with a lot of good ideas. Good ideas happen all the time. The difference between a good idea and a person who's wealthy is execution. You can be consistent, you can have everything with the drive, but if you cannot execute, you're going to be in the same position that you was yesterday and the day before and the day before and the day before.
And that's true.
So you definitely like, you got to get out there and know how to educate yourself. Do a little research. I'm going to quote a Rockefeller who once said, if you want to keep the truth and information from somebody, you put it in a book. And this is from the same Rockefeller Center that's downtown Manhattan that everybody like to go to during Christmas time to see the tree.
Oh, Lord. And the tree is beautiful, honey.
That the tree is.
I'm a victim of the tree.
It is. And once I heard that quote, that in order for you to keep truth and knowledge from somebody, you put it in a book, it strikes me to read more. So everything that I've done and I know now, I didn't have a mother to teach me. I didn't have a father to teach me. I didn't have an uncle. I had no one to pass down anything to me. I had to educate myself and do trial and error.
And, for those who don't know, I was featured in Essence magazine 2 years ago with my story because when I came to America, I literally came with $20 US in my pocket. And that was a hard cookie to swallow because I left Trinidad with this big dream and this fire in my heart. I had a son at the age of 19 going in 20, and I just wanted more. And after I talked to my mom, she turned me down. She's like, it was basically, girl, that's your child. Stay home and see about your child. And I went to my older sister and she said, okay. And then my mom realized how serious I was about making this move. And she stepped in for me and love my mom to death. She gave a lot of her life to me for me to accomplish and bring that generational wealth into the family. And it's hard, because I've not hit rock bottom once, but twice. But I got up. And what's important is the fact that you got up. You understand? If you stay and play dead on the ground, you're just going to lay there. You have to be productive. It's okay to cry. Things is not working out. I don't cry to no friends, period. I don't, Nicole have never seen me cry.
That's true.
But what I would do,
Never.
I would go to God and I'll cry out to Him and I'll say, Lord, if you bring me to it, You're definitely going to bring me through it because you didn't bring me this far to forsake me. You understand? Because I talked to Him about my dream, about, the fact that I want generational wealth, all the things that I want to achieve and accomplish. And I have seen Him set things in the path for me. And sometimes things get sent to you and you turn around and you're like, oh no, you reject it. But you rejecting your blessings. So you got to look deeper into the message that's being sent to you to move forward.
Mm-hmm. And also, just to add on to that, one thing that we tend not to do a lot is trust our gut instincts.
Mm-hmm.
I know everybody can remember a time or two or even three where you say to yourself, man, if I had just listened to myself, I could have avoided this or that. Our gut intuition would never lead you wrong. It would never lead you astray. So even sometimes when you're not sure and you got that gut feeling, say, hey, take that leap of faith. Just take the leap of faith. So just as like Shivan had mentioned, she came from Trinidad with only $20 in her pocket. So if you're out there listening and you too only have $20 in your pocket, don't worry, it gets better. Like every day above ground is half the battle. And that's what I've always been telling myself. Like I may have had a bad day, a bad week, a bad month. And I will say to myself, every day above ground is half the battle. So just keep on going. Do not give up. Because like I said, the information is out there. And as long as you want it with that hustle mentality, it's going to come to you. It definitely will come to you. I see someone just sent in a message and shouldn't have
Yes. So I'm kind of slow reading. I'm kind of blind. I have my glasses on.
Me too.
But
I see.
Okay. But I see, girl. I can still see. But thank you so much for the message, Aisha. I'm glad that I'm an inspiration to you guys on the road to building generational wealth for my children. You building for your children as well. And it was wonderful to meet you guys. Oh my God, yes, DeAndre is the person that got the Shivanet Mendoza Scholarship for Academic Excellence, and I was so honored to give that to him. It's my first time giving somebody a scholarship. Wow. Thank you, Love Bill Radio, once again for making this part of my dream possible. And his little sister was so amazing. She latched on to me. I was like, oh my gosh, she's so beautiful. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate you guys. I really love this. Things like this is what makes me happy. That even though the little that I have, I can still give back to somebody. Right. Because I grew up seeing my mother take care of the village. Mm-hmm. So a lot of people don't understand me sometimes when I'm eager to help because I grew up in the household that I saw the things my mother did for other people. So it's embedded in me.
Right.
And I'm sorry, guys, but you can't get it out of me. And I don't make one ugly apple spoil my whole bunch.
Yes.
I hope everybody is held accountable for their own actions. So I'm never going to literally turn my back openly on anybody and say I'm not going to help you because of somebody else. You know,
Right.
you're accountable for your own destiny with me.
Mm-hmm.
And that's really important that people should have attributes like that, because not because I don't talk to Paul, it means that you shouldn't talk to Paul. Whatever I got going on with Paul, honey, is between me and Paul. You and Paul got your own business going on, honey. That ain't got nothing to do with me.
Yeah, and I definitely agree with you with that, because a lot of times, because someone else burns us, it makes us put up this wall, this blockage. Now you stop people from coming into your life that actually mean you well, that can actually help you. So that's why we, in Jamaica, we have a saying where it say, you don't fry people and other people fat. Like if somebody else does something to you, you judge them based off of what they did. You give everybody else a fair chance, because just like I say all the time, you have good people and bad people everywhere you go. Everybody can all be bad and everybody all can be good. So you just have to use that gut intuition that I mentioned to know, like, all right, I feel good with this person. I feel like this person right here is just a little turn off, but everybody can be bad. And just like how there's bad people, there's good people.
You work with your energy. I'm big on energy. You know, for some reason, sometimes somebody come walking up to you and you're like, I don't even think I need to talk to that person.
Exactly.
And it's not even meant in a bad way. It's just that my energy is saying, stop, pause, take a second, think. You understand? And I always tell people, if I don't pay attention to what is being said to me, I get chastised.
Mm-hmm.
So if my spirit says to me, stop, and I keep walking, I'm going to stump too. It's going to stop you somehow.
Exactly.
You understand? So with that being said, in any industry that you're in, stay focused. Stay focused, pay attention to what's happening around you, and don't miss your blessings at all. Period.
Right. Not missing your blessings is so key, because again, sometimes you crying out for help. You're like, God, send me help, send you help, send me help.
Girl, God sent, what's it, Jonah the whale?
Right.
And he was waiting for the ship?
You see? That right there.
That whale would have saved his life.
Yep.
Yes.
And I agree. Energy is
It's
super
very
important.
important.
Super important.
You understand? And then, you pay attention to kids too, who they levitate to.
Yes.
Because my son don't, levitate to everybody. So if I see he's like nice and okay with somebody, I'm like, you got something going on. Because he's very picky with his people he keep around him.
And one thing for sure, like as our viewer who's watching us now just mentioned about energy, like, you can't fake energy. You could fake anything else, but you cannot fake energy. Somebody could come around you and you definitely feel like the vibe is off, then you know, all right, this vibe is off.
It's off.
Like you can't fake energy. And back to what Shivanet mentioned about being able to give that scholarship, that is an amazing thing. And I always judge success based off of how much you do for others. Success is not about how much bags, cars, and houses you own, because on the material side, you will look at me as a young lady like, oh, she drives nice cars, she owns homes, she has businesses. But to me, my success is based off of how many people can I help, how many people can I put also in the same position that I'm in. And that's why I love my friendship in that also.
You said help just now. How many people can you help, right? And I've been struggling lately, because I'm going to be very transparent with you guys. I was told that my help is not always help unless it has something in it for me. I don't look for something in it for anybody that I help, because I help from my heart, right? But sometimes the way you choose to help somebody is not appreciated. It's not.
No, it's true.
And people need to understand that the help that you choose to give is the help that you could give. Not because somebody wants something from you more, it means that you need to provide it, but you need to honestly be transparent with people and say, listen, this is all I can do and this is it. For right now, this is what I can do. Because people tend to think, because as she said, you have houses, you have cars, you have the world. America runs on two things: good debt and good credit. And I choose good debt. You would never own anything in America. You might own a piece of land in the Caribbean, But in America, if you own a house and you don't pay the mortgage, the bank takes it back.
Mm-hmm.
If you own the house and you pay it outright, you still owe taxes. House taxes. My homeowner girlfriend here knows that because
Yes.
we are on the same page.
Exactly.
You understand? And then if you don't pay those taxes, what happens?
They can take your house same way.
Same way. You understand? So don't ever think that, oh, these guys in America, they have it all, yada, yada, yada. Listen, we are still in the hustle mentality, trying to stay above water, trying to build that generational wealth. You understand? We don't have the bed of roses that they pave and say, come to America.
Mm-hmm.
This is what it is. It's not what it is. But once you put yourself in a situation, you got to figure it out.
And then also to just add on to that, to when you're a hustler, you gotta have a plan. You gotta strategize. Like I've learned a lot from my mistakes, and I'm like hoping that by the end of this podcast that I could give out a few gems. Anyone who's working a 9 to 5, that is the start. I started off working a 9 to 5.
I started off working a 95. I used to do babysitting. Like when I came to America, share something with you that you probably don't know. I was a babysitter. I was somebody's nanny. And imagine you having a child that your mother is looking after in another country, and you got to look after a child that same age. That's my guy. Hold on. So imagine you having to look after a child the same age that your child is. This can be mental distress, honey. You understand? Because I felt like I was missing out on everything. So I'm seeing this child first walk, first talk, first everything, and I have a baby that I don't even have access to because I decided to go out on the limb.
And then, like I said, for the friends with the 9 to 5, like I said, I've had a 9 to 5 before. I worked as a teacher. I worked at Quiznos. I worked in retail, Victoria's Secret, and you're not really gonna get ahead until you start to save. You have to save money. If from each paycheck you're only able to save $100, you save that $100. If you're able to save $50, you save that $50 because guess what? Every little bit adds up. So at the end of the day, once you're saving and you say, all right, fine, I'm gonna save. Your goal is to open up a business or start a side hustle. You're gonna keep your 9 to 5 and you're gonna have a side hustle. You work and you save up your money. Whatever you're able to save, you do that. Because sometimes a lot of people they come up with these unrealistic expectations. Because I paid for seminars, I've been to different people who gave different business advice, and I've always walked away feeling like I got duped. Like, okay, great, I paid this money to come to a seminar to get this knowledge, and I walked away with nothing.
I'm sorry, girl.
Okay, so now I'm gonna say the real. You keep your 9 to 5 and you save your money. Whatever it is that you're able to save, you save that. You save towards whatever it is that you're trying to do.
What your daydream is. And I tell people all the time, and I'm going to share the secret with you guys that I do all the time to people. When someone approaches me about business, oh, Bella, oh my God, you have spas all over the world. Oh my God, you're into real estate. You have so much houses. How are you doing it? I would love to do this with you. I ask them to write 3 things down. Write me 3 things down that you love doing. And if what I'm doing is not on that list, honey, we not for each other, baby. We're not doing business together. So guys, I have the rising sun here. He is here in the building with us. Yes, come on, baby. Come on.
What's up?
Yes.
Son.
It's better late than never.
Better
He
late
is
than
here.
never.
And I appreciate the ones. Yes.
Yeah.
You see, we was just talking about the
Sure.
9 to 5,
I
and
was
he just
listening while I
came.
was coming in, and I heard you say you start with a 9 to 5.
I did.
Yeah.
You know, because
And the hustle is a 9 to 5.
the hustle is a
hustle.
9 to 5 because we don't come from generational wealth.
Good evening to everyone, by the way. Excuse my manners.
We do not come from generational wealth. You understand?
Yeah.
So this is us. This is our hustle.
Definitely.
You understand? I've done the babysitter. I've done deliveries in the night, and I used to be scared as hell driving in the night, delivering food from Zone Chef Diet to these rich people houses.
Oh my
And
God.
I used to look and be like, damn, I would love to live in that house one day. And this is me dreaming and living my daydream. And I started to execute, how can I get there?
Yeah.
Because I'm here to rob and thief from nobody. I'm here to make it.
There you
You
go.
understand? So I started to think to myself, how could I have this? You know, there's something more that I could do to live like this too.
Yeah.
And here I am, living my
And
daydream.
you push forward and you manifest it.
Right.
You speak things
Yeah,
into existence and
there you
you
go.
make it work.
Oh, and speaking of credit, when you're doing your 9 to 5 and you saving, you definitely gotta work on your credit. It breaks my heart every time as a credit repair specialist to see people in this country for so long, and the only thing you could get for free is a prayer. You have to establish some type of credit, because later on down the line, you gotta remember, America's a corporation.
Mm-hmm.
Your social security number is your employee identification number.
Yes.
So
ma'am.
what you do is you work on your credit, so that way, instead of using your money, you use your credit.
Listen to that, guys. And back in the day, when my first office that I had was Avenue Finance and Multiple Services, and I used to do taxes, credit repair, get jobs for nannies. I'm just that person that's so versatile that could make it. I'm a true hustler. I'm what you call a true hustler.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
So- I used to charge $50 application fee for nannies. And I used to get them jobs to do babysitting. No, I used to do babysitting when I came to America. I outgrew that because I started to dream bigger.
Mhm.
So you just create the agency.
I created an
And,
agency,
and,
dude.
and you
And I
provide the
used
jobs.
to do taxes, auto insurance, and property insurance. When I used to work nationwide insurance, I started in the basement as a file clerk, and I didn't have no papers. Don't talk about it. But I made it work though, because I'm a true hustler. My hustler mentality. Because my
Most of us
goals
get
and my dreams and my aspirations, I went through the
Everybody
fire.
can do it right now.
As an immigrant, you go through the fire and you have to know what you want, where you're gonna end up. Set yourself up.
There you go.
And you gotta be self-aware, because one thing me and Shabnat were talking about earlier, not everybody's meant to be a boss. Not everybody
No,
can be
honey.
the captain of the boat. You have to be self-aware of where you are and what you want.
And where you want to be.
And guess what? There's always more than one way to accomplishing your goal. So if your goal is I want to buy a house, I want to get a car. Let's just say you work a 9 to 5. That don't mean you gotta quit your 9 to 5 and go become an entrepreneur tomorrow.
No,
That don't mean, if you're an entrepreneur, you gotta stop being an entrepreneur and go get a 9 to 5 tomorrow. You have to know what works for you, what you are comfortable with.
I became an entrepreneur 21 years ago.
There you go.
I don't regret any bit of it, any part of the journey, having my fears, but I always knew I wanted more and I could do better. You understand? So in your heart, you got to understand that, hey, if this is what you want, you got to have tenacity. You got to push through.
Yeah.
You're going to get the
Ambition.
naysayers.
See, that's
You're going to get the
ambition right
ones
there.
who believe you cannot do it. But are you going to listen to them, or are you going to listen to your heart, listen to your instinct, and push through and do what you got to do? You really got to bring this hustler mentality. America is built on hustle.
Mhm.
And New York City, if you can make it here,
Home of the hustle. That's what
this
you
is home of the hustle,
Home
as
of
she
the
said.
hustle,
My home
yeah.
said home
Home
of the hustle.
Yeah.
We can make it anywhere.
Exactly.
Pay attention to the sound.
That's what they
Yeah.
say.
That's
You
what
can make
they
it
say.
in New York, you can make
Yeah,
it
Jason and
anywhere.
saying,
Real talk.
Concrete jungle.
we are in a concrete jungle.
Yes.
So me in my heart, I believe I was built for this.
Yes.
I was built for this.
Yeah.
No matter what was thrown at me, I picked the pieces up.
And if you know you're making it in New York, you're really making it because New York City is one of the biggest
Tough.
cities in the world.
Yes.
New York and
Yeah.
Chicago,
It-
tough.
Yes.
You understand?
And it's it's not easy. Everything is expensive in New York.
Nowadays,
Mhm.
exactly.
Yeah. And so New York City is gonna be a place you gotta be rich.
No, you gotta
You don't
remember.
feel like you're in Dubai.
No, New York City was rated one of the most expensive places in the world as of 2023. To live in New York is more expensive than living in Dubai and some of the luxury places you could think of in
No,
the
because
world.
People
And-
think
and that's
Dubai is
real.
expensive,
It's true.
but
That's real.
when I like to do my currency calculations, right? If you're in New York, I'm sorry, and you go to Dubai, it's 3.5 to 1.
Mm-hmm.
You're richer.
You're 3.5 richer.
3.5 richer.
So I really think staying with the topic as staying in the game also. See, that's very important. That's very important. And you always speak about things that you do from early out and how you gradually elevate till you get to
And
the
keep
point.
growing.
And you're still growing.
I'm
Still
still
elevating.
growing.
Right.
I ain't even
know.
reached where I want to go yet.
Yeah,
I'm
basically.
far, very far
Basically.
from
Like
that.
us New Yorkers
So,
say facts.
That's staying in the game. Is it still even with me as being an artist? For many people might not know, I'm an artist.
This is
Chef
the
play my
rising
music all the
sun.
time. Yeah. So
We're gonna definitely play
it's
music
all about
tonight.
staying in the game for real. Because you could have music out there from the past and it's hot and it's it's been relevant, but people always want to know what you doing now.
Right.
If so you always have to constantly doing things. Stay to keep you in the game.
And I feel like social media has really disrupt the natural balance of humanity. And when I say that, I mean like it has twisted everybody's reality. People want instant gratification without putting in the
The
work,
Mm.
without doing what they need to do. And this is
Yeah,
why
talk.
There's
This
a
is
road
why-
you gotta travel.
Yeah, and this
Like,
is
people don't understand that.
Exactly.
Because you see somebody with it
yeah,
and
They
you
want it.
you only see it. But the funny thing, most of it is also fake. But
very
people
fake.
be going out there and they be faking these pictures, faking these
Yeah,
life that
like,
they
For
assume
instance,
they
like
live in. And you see it and
it
you're
have
like,
the little
oh.
post where they show people that somebody on the plane and then they show you that they're in the washing machine sitting on the corner.
Yeah,
right,
right.
looking through
Right.
the washing
Right.
A
machine
lot of
thing.
that's going on out there.
Yeah.
And you
Guys,
see it and
don't-
you thinking,
don't get tired of
that's
this.
the life I want, that's the life I
Yes.
want until listen, nothing as we know, nothing is free in life. And I was even imagining that earlier, just in the thought of myself. And I was
Yeah.
like, yo, not even the sun that shines is free. You know what I'm saying? It's not for anyone to pay for it because it's given unto us. But why I said that because everything is mathematically.
Right,
Can
because then
mathematically
even with the sun,
calculate
you need a solar panel. And they have to pay for the solar panel because the solar panel is free.
Exactly. So
It's
any
not.
way you put it, from the lowest to the highest point, is nothing is free. It's all work.
Right.
Everything is work.
Right.
Even the rain that's come is
Mhm.
work. It's a work process
Right.
behind it,
Process.
where the evaporation of the water
The
to the
clouds.
to
And
the
I'm
clouds
gonna
and for the
gonna
rain
say
to come.
something
So you
because
got to put in work.
people look at people like Beyonce and Jay-Z. Oh my God, they're so rich. They this, they that. Did you guys see that Beyonce's in a Renaissance store? That girl is still working. She ain't stopped.
Yeah, exactly.
So stop thinking you're rich where you're going because you have money in your pockets.
And that
You haven't reached where you're going.
right. And just to go back to like the instant gratification, like you guys get on Instagram, you get on Facebook, and you see a person's lifestyle, and you don't know if they're faking it or if they're actually making it.
Mm-hmm.
But with the hustle mentality, whatever dream you have, you can work towards it. So if you do a 9 to 5 and you're saving up your money and your goal is to buy a house, you can buy that house. If you are entrepreneur,
Yeah,
right? You see the plug-in. And if
I'm
you,
the plug, honey. Yes.
exactly. And if you're an entrepreneur and you're getting your money and you saving, and your goal is to buy a house, you can still buy that house. At the end of the day, there's always more than one way to get something done. And just what works for him is not gonna work for me. What worked for her is might not work for me.
Exactly.
But you could still walk the trail and make little changes
Yeah.
in
Exactly.
between.
Just stay in your lane.
Stay and
You know, and
and, you
staying
know,
in your lane
you could do stuff to make
is
it
not mean.
your own. I mean,
Yeah, it
work
doesn't
for you.
really mean that you don't have the ambition to push
Right.
forward and elevate, and it mean like you have to go follow along your process,
Right.
because everything is about a process.
Process,
Exactly.
your
That's why-
destiny, your
that's why-
part.
That's why I do believe in destiny, and I do
Mhm.
believe in purpose in life, because we are here for a purpose. And
Exactly.
everything is for a
Mhm.
purpose. Life today might not seem to, as I said, social media might turn all of that upside down. People don't really know what their purpose is. But if you know what your purpose is, you follow your course.
And when you first came in, you said an important word: manifestation. How can you think something's gonna actually happen, is gonna be real, if you can't even see yourself doing it?
Listen,
In order for it to become real, you gotta be able to envision. You gotta be able to feel. You gotta be able to say,
So,
yes,
that
I'm
that
walking
house
through
I
that
was
house.
talking about, with them double staircases, what you gonna see it coming.
Exactly.
Everything I have spoken, I manifested into my life, because, like I tell people, I talk to God. Whoever you speak to, whatever entity, if you speak to spirits, if you speak to the devil, I don't care who you speak to.
Right.
You understand? You can manifest what it is you want. Stay on your path.
And with manifestation, it comes back to having a good mindset.
Mm-hmm.
Everything starts from mindset.
There you go.
You have
gotta-
a good mind.
Right.
You're gonna bring
And you have to
forward.
be positive. I
There
mean,
you go.
like, things could look, there's been times in my life, plenty of times, let me say this, where I felt like, oh my God, things is falling apart. I don't know what I'm gonna do, or which way I'm gonna turn. And it's the positive mindset that got me through, because remember, like track alike. If you negative and you're miserable, you're gonna
Mhm.
attract more of that likeness.
More of that life.
If you happy, you positive, you high energetic, good spirit, regardless of what happened, you will eventually attract more of what it is that you're thinking
There you go.
and what you like. So back to what Rising Star said, manifestation is important. And in order to manifest, you have to be calm,
Mhm.
remain calm at all times. I got a bad temper, y'all, believe it or not, but I've been able to control it and focus more because of manifestation. I see what me sitting down, mind you, I used to be a teacher, and I had my daughter. I was living in a high-rise building, pool, all that stuff, and I said, if I could afford $3,800 a month, I could afford a mortgage. I moved out my apartment. Moved in with my cousin. I was sleeping on her couch with a newborn baby. I had no car. I ended up getting a car. I got a little hoopty. When it rained, the water would trickle in, and I kept on going because I knew at the end of the day that this was just temporary. A lot of things that we go through is temporary, and sometimes we get so caught up in the emotions of the right now that we forget about that there's a future, that this right now was not gonna last. If I was so caught up with sleeping on my cousin's couch with my newborn baby,
if you
driving a
were
hoopty,
comfortable,
that part too.
if you were
That's
comfortable,
what it's
That's-
about.
you
Yes.
Not
understand?
being
Because it's
comfortable.
what you
Yes.
make your
Complacent.
comfort
Yeah.
zone.
Yes.
It makes you
Yeah,
complacent.
you have to
Yes.
really
doing.
this is true enough. You have to really upset inside.
So guys,
Yeah.
I'm gonna cut us
Yeah.
a little bit. This is your girl Shivanette Mendoza, also known as Bella the Beauty Boss, and I'm here with the rising sun of my girl Nicola.
Hey, y'all.
And
Bless
thank
up,
you,
bless
Love
up,
Bay
bless
Radio.
up.
This is such an awesome platform
Oh, great
for
show.
us to
Thank
really-
you. I'm so happy you guys like the show.
Yes. Hey, Dari, thank you so much for tuning in. So, guys, for those who know, Dari is my organic product maker, and me and Dari is doing some big things in Toronto. I'm so happy that Love Bay Radio connected me with him.
That's wonderful.
We are doing some great things. We have some great things coming. You know, the Cleopatra lifestyle, the milk and honey soaps with the 24 karat cake.
Go support.
Yes, it then.
Listen,
Oh.
you know, this platform, we're here for everybody.
Yes.
You know, guys, the rising sun is here. And you know, of course, I gotta play his music. We
Oh,
cannot
thank you.
not play his music.
Sha-la-la-la-la.
And low key, I always say he wrote this song for me.
She love the and fun. Party a go and she say reggae and cook.
Whoa!
I mean the chips and rum. We a go
Look
party
at it,
together.
hey, it's not part.
Get it out and you know that.
Yes!
Take not the fish out there.
Boy!
Well again, get it out and you know that.
Y'all got a free show. Hold on. Next one, y'all gotta pay. Next one, y'all gotta pay.
So guys, we're gonna come back to his music again, but this is the Rising Sun.
Yeah, man. Listen.
You understand?
Yeah.
You remember that song I told you about? Did you look at it?
The song. What song was it?
With the Rising Sun?
Yeah. We know the song. Outside the Rising Sun.
Mhm.
Yeah, I know the song.
Okay. Can you sing
Yeah,
it?
but
Put you on the spot?
she come up with a version of it, and I was like, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
So that probably that's someone who can rewrite and have a version. Yeah, but I love that song. Yeah, I love the song. Also the Rising Sun.
House of the Rising Sun.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a very popular song.
Rise up this morning, smile with the rising sun.
My brother.
Yeah, that's
Three
about
little
March.
Birds, yes.
It's
On my doorstep, singing sweet songs
Alright.
of melodies pure and true,
Saying what?
saying, this is my message to you. Hustle, hustle,
Yeah.
hustle.
There you
Bam.
go.
If you want to build generational wealth, you gotta hustle. When I say I'm the Rosa Parks at the back of the bus, trust me, I am her in the beauty industry. My goal is to be one of the Black pioneers in the beauty industry and leave generational wealth for my family. Don't forget, look me up. I'm coming. I'm in Dubai. I'm in Trinidad. I'm in the USA. And in 2024, we'll be starting our tour into different states, doing motivational speaking to young entrepreneurs, teaching them about self-care, why you should join the beauty industry, why luxury is not a price, it's a lifestyle,
Mhm.
and why college is not the only option. Beauty is my lifestyle.
Nice.
And just to add on to that, like me as an individual, like who's been to college, have college degrees, I've never used any of my college degrees. Any money I've made
Wow,
has
look at
been outside
That
of the
that. And all you do is
college.
play it off
Look,
the deck,
that
right?
Exactly.
sting you like
Yeah.
when Jeff sting you.
Exactly.
You understand?
Exactly.
Because now she paying
Exactly.
all these student loans.
Yeah.
I'm gonna share
And
something
they
with
gotta
you
pay them
guys.
off by now.
I have
Due to
never
the
been
hustle.
to college.
Due to the hustle, yeah.
All right. Real estate costs $350. I make millions.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow.
$350, people. $70 was the state board test.
Yeah.
Have my real estate license
And that investment you're
for
bringing millions.
over 20 years. Okay.
And a lot of, and just to add on too, like a lot of times when you think of successful people, they don't look like you and they don't look like you. So now, from the mistakes we've made and learned, we definitely plan on giving you some feedback from this
Knowledge.
podcast. We definitely-
Knowledge is power.
I pray that somebody walk away with either some inspiration and some newfound hope after this is done, because like I said, there's enough for everybody. They like to make it seem like it's always competition.
Ain't no
I gotta be in
competition.
competition with my brother. I gotta be in
Ain't
competition
no
with my sister.
competition.
There's enough for everybody. There's enough wealth. There's enough money. There's enough food. There's enough cars. There's enough clothes and
I'm going to
bags.
share
for everybody.
something else with you guys. Right? Notary license. My notary public. In the Caribbean, we call it a JP. I can do deed transfers. I could do real estate closings
Definitely.
between mortgage companies and home buyers. $60, right, was my course. I studied online for free.
Wow.
And I can get up to $1,200 a closing.
And you too can do it.
And you could do 2-3 closings a day if you choose to.
And you too
It's-
can do it.
And you work 5 days a week.
Yep.
You can make $5,000, $6,000, $7,000 a week. Easy. Don't forget to pay Uncle Sam though, because when I got all it wrong. Make sure to pay all the taxes. Step number 3. This was by far the most expensive certificate course that I took. Aesthetics and laser technician. $13,000.
Not up there.
But it brought me to Bella Body Spas and Beauty Lounge lifestyle that I have locations in New York, Trinidad, and
International.
Dubai, and more locations coming soon.
And you too can do it with
Yeah.
the hustle mentality.
The
There you
hustle
go.
mentality,
Yeah.
because my goal
That's what
and
the
my
hustle
dream
culture
to
is about.
achieve
Yeah.
is there. So guys, if you're looking for Bella Body Spas and Beauty Lounge, you can find us on Instagram at Bella Body Spas. You can find us online at bellabodyspas.com. Full transparency when it comes to your facials, your body consultations, and everything. We don't oversell anything that we do at any of our locations. We are here in communities to build in community, because luxury is not a price, it's definitely a lifestyle,
Agreed.
and it is part of my lifestyle. So I'm sharing this lifestyle with you guys. Like, people see $100 for a facial and they're like, oh my God, that's not good. Girl, be better than the people you went to in the city. My goal is to make people smile. I had a client in here today, and she shared with me she went to a certain doctor. I'm never going to call names because I don't bash people. And she paid over $10,000 and she saw 0 results. The joy that me and my team brought to that lady today,
Yeah.
as the old Jamaicans say, we sell off.
And you
You
know,
understand?
and you know one thing that
Big
really
shot.
right.
Listen.
And one thing that kind of throws me off too as a business owner is that people of color, they're more likely to go spend their money with our Caucasian counterparts than they are with our
Because a lot of
clients.
black people are not honest. Let's just keep it real. It's about the money.
I wouldn't say that.
And she did go to a black person and she spent over $10,000. And I'm
With
not
one of
going to
us?
call no name.
What?
Yes, and she had 0 results. But when me and my team was done with her today, at the beginning of her service, she cried when she was telling us her story. The end of the service, she walked out of here smiling, and she booked and paid for more sessions, because
I'm floored.
transparency and honesty is great in
I'm
business.
floored. Yeah, it is. It is.
Stop making it be about just the nickel and dime. All right.
Yes. And don't
If-
make it about color either.
If I'm selling you something, it's something I've tried before.
Yeah.
And I like to tell people, I don't have anything in my shop that I cannot explain to people what you're gonna expect.
Right.
So, girl, if my bottom lopsided, your bottom going to be lopsided too, because that's what I'm selling.
That's over here. I thought you said
You understand?
you're the perfect experiment. That's
Yes.
what I said?
I am.
For your business,
I'm
right?
the guinea pig.
You have,
The guinea
you have
pig.
to be.
Yeah.
You have to be.
Because
In the
if
industry,
I cannot personally tell you what you're gonna feel with something that I am selling,
Yeah.
I have no business selling it.
Yeah, that's true. Exactly.
None.
Exactly.
and being in the beauty
I
industry,
mean,
that's
you're not gonna be
important.
honest
When I
about
say
it.
beauty
Yeah.
is my lifestyle, it's not an understatement. I've done Botox, I've done fillers,
You know,
I've done
and you know what I
pedio
mean.
shredding.
What you said a while ago, Siobhan, you know what that mean? It mean that you're not just in it just for the money.
It's not just about the money, you know.
Yes, that's what that means.
This is my
If
life.
you're in a
This
business
is my
just for the money,
lifestyle.
you don't care what happened to people.
I want
But
to
you're making
teach.
money anyway.
I am
But for you,
set to teach
yeah,
self-care.
that's good.
Self-care and community.
Yes.
And one more thing, if y'all haven't noticed, America's for sale. Make sure y'all go out there and buy you some. Before you buy the jewelry, before you buy the bag, America is for sale. If you are a born American native, go buy you some land. Go buy
Let
you
me
some
say this to
property.
you, right? I have some American friends, born and grow American friends, right? And they said to me, "You come from Trinidad and you have all this? Damn, you Caribbean people be coming here and getting everything. Because when we
We work
leave,
for it.
we come and we looking for more.
We come
They-
from
A
nothing.
lot of Americans are so complacent in what they have and the government assistance and what they're doing for them. and
don't
they
want nothing.
they okay with that. But when we come to another man's land, we come to take charge.
Yes.
Mhm.
We want to gain.
I run from the suffering.
And this is coming from two
Yeah.
homeowners. I'm trying to. I don't want to rise and storm. So sorry.
Right.
But this is
that's just true.
Yeah, this
Sure.
is coming from people who own homes and know how important it is. Like you can't go broke. You can't if you do it correctly. Let me say that if it's done correctly, you cannot go broke. Bella, this is a respectable mindset. Okay.
Thank you, Aisha.
Yeah, but you just can't go broke though when you are out there and you own yourself a piece of the land. Because at the end of the day, you could always do a home equity line of credit. You can always borrow against your home, and that will always keep you in the game.
Real estate business is a good business. I always say it's one of the cheapest stuff I ever paid for, and I make so much money.
Yeah.
So guys, this is your girl Chevrolet Mendoza, also known as Bella the Beauty Boss, and I'm here with my guy Ryzen Sun
Yeah,
and my
yeah.
girl Nicola.
Hey y'all.
Ryzen
I hope
Sun.
y'all enjoyed having me. I
Sorry,
hope I
the
gave
sun
some
is a star.
gems.
So it's
Yeah.
still the one
Yes.
of the same.
And if you guys know, one of the songs that I definitely have to play every night. I'm
Yeah.
gonna turn my speaker on, honey. My
What it
speaker
up?
keep cutting off. I don't like
Is that
that.
Sheldon?
Shalom Mendoza.
Yeah, Sheldon, big up yourself.
To Dubai. So I'm gonna pause that real quick, right? So last year when we went to Dubai and we did the All African Festival and we did the promo for the shop in Dubai,
Mhm.
my nephew said something to me. Because when I opened my first shop, Julie and I are enjoying sing. Thank you. We love you guys. Thank you, Tara.
Oh, thank you. She said blessing to you guys and blah blah. Thank
you.
That's
Appreciate
some
you.
Respect, much love.
So my nephew, he was, he has been there for numerous parts of my journey. When I opened the Bella Body Spas brand, it was Bella Body Bar and Spa, Body Bar, which is still my business name because Body Bar, I was big into body sculpting and I figured I was the Body Bar,
Yeah.
right?
Oh, thank you. It was wonderful hearing from you as well, Nicola. Thank you. I appreciate it.
So I named it Bella Body Bar and Spa. And I opened this business in the basement of my home. So it was really amazing that 2 years fast forward, I was able to open my first storefront because I was dreaming of more, right? So my nephew said to me, we were in the Burj Khalifa Park, and he said, Auntie, you came from the basement to the Burj. Because those who know that about the Burj Khalifa and how much floors they have, I was literally in the basement of my home working,
Yeah.
and now I'm in Dubai.
Yeah.
So don't forget to dream.
Big.
If you really want to make it in life,
Big.
there's only one thing you need to do right.
Yes.
Dream as if you live forever,
That's it.
but live as if you die
She's
tonight.
still my neighbor.
Said I was dreaming. Oh, that's good. And then music was streaming.
It's about to make sense.
Yeah. This is my one hundred back. Nothing gonna stop you as you get. And you was dreaming of it last night. I will have to draw the flip side because in case you don't know, I can shot. You understand? She looks like that. She think I can't say. Look at her. Yes, I'm gonna have to play my music for you, honey. I used to be what we call it in Trinidad, a chanta. Oh,
Chaka.
said I was dreaming. Music was streaming. There's nothing gonna stop you if you can. Because guys, you have to be a dreamer. I'm gonna come back real quick because I have to give my rising sun exactly what is due to him because low key he wrote that song about me. I ain't care what nobody say. But when he say, "Girl, you're hot," and you know that, I just think he's talking to me because I hot and I know that. I think it's me he talking to, Loki. I'm just gonna.
And you're independent
I'm very independent.
and stress free.
Very. I don't got time with nobody with a BS.
Ati, she love fi have fun. What you go and she say ready and come. I be anything chaser and run. We have a party till the
You sound
right
very
six up
impressive.
there. Yeah, I tell you now.
Where'd you get that?
That's not the fish up there. Independent and your life stress free.
Yes, right, that's not. Yeah.
Yeah, I tell you now that.
I'm looking that's gonna get up and smoke and just we're gonna bring that episode a different time.
Jamaican.
So guys, that is the rising sun. Yes, Sonny. The rising sun. We're gonna end with my favorite song. I love your song.
Yeah, I come to love this song too. This song,
Thank you guys for tuning in. This is Success is the New Sexy. And guys, you can find me on successisthenewsexy.com and Success is the New Sexy on Instagram, BellaBuddySpas.com and Bella Buddy Spas on Instagram. Okay? We're gonna end with my girl Lily Miola.
And thank everybody for tuning in.
And thank you for having me. I appreciate you welcoming me to the show. And I appreciate me being here. Likewise. Wish you guys nothing but success.
Live for weekends and whiskey.
We are
Thank you. I feel so natural. Like, I'm sitting here and I'm talking. I'm like, this just flows so nicely.
How did you get here?
Yeah, it did.
Darling, don't quit your daydream. It's your life that you're making.
I'm mixing up.
It ain't big enough if it doesn't scare the hell out of you.
I know. She's off the show with
If it makes you nervous, it's probably worth it. Why save it for sleep when you could be living your daydreams?
31 waiting tables.
She got a voice of an angel, that's me. That's me also. She only sings in the shower.
All these things we said we'll
Get too shut down by the reasons not to. Darling, don't quit your daydream. It's your life that you're making. It ain't big enough if it doesn't scare the hell out of you. If it makes you nervous, it's probably worth it. Why save it for sleep when you could be living your daydream? So guys, for the ones who know me, this is Shivnette Mendoza, also known as Bella the Beauty Boss, and I'm living my daydream, honey. What are you doing with your life?
And you can too.
Yes, hit me up at BellaBuddySpas.com, BellaBuddy Spas on Instagram. Success is the New Sexy on Instagram or successisthenewsexy.com. We will be touring soon, bringing the Bella Buddy Spas to a town near you. Thank you guys for tuning in. Once again, this is Success is the New Sexy. Don't forget to subscribe to Love Bay Radio. Send us your messages, good or bad. Let us know you're here. And we're here for you guys. Thank you to the Rising Sun and to my girl Nicola. It's been real. We love you guys. We really appreciate it.